Hi, and welcome to my journey through knitting. My name is Faith, and you can find me on Ravelry as Faith2, and also on Instagram as F Vreeland. And I just on Ravelry opened a group called My Journey Through Knitting. If you'd like to join, come over there, and I'd love to have you in the group. I know there are plenty of them, but I was told by one of my viewers that she thought I should open up a group. So I did today. I didn't write anything in there as far as a topic yet. I will be, and I will be doing a giveaway. And I will talk a little bit about that after. But at first, I would like to welcome to all and new viewers to the podcast. So, I have not podcasted in about maybe 2 weeks due to I had broke a tooth, so I've been back and forth to the dentist, and I had to have some roots taken out, and I'll explain later at the end, because I know it's a knitting and crocheting podcast, and some people would not prefer to hear that, but I will explain that in the end. So I really haven't done a lot of knitting. I have worked on some things, so I will start and begin on telling you some of the things that I have worked on. So the first thing is, I've mentioned in my previous two podcasts before, there is a cow going on, and Diary of a Yarn Snob is hosting it, and Milk Shed is hosting. It's called the 3-in-1 Cashmere Cowl, and this is what it looks like. And it's by Joji Locatelli. If I said that right, I hope I did. So here is what I have worked on so far. Let's see. Oh, I hope I didn't pull stitches. No, I didn't. Okay. So I am using Rowan yarn, and they're just on bamboo needles. I think they're by Clover. And this is the yarn that I'm using right here, Rowan, in the cream colorway. And this is the baby blue color, and then I have a gray color. So this is how far I got so far. I'm on the 5th row of the second color, and it shouldn't take that long to knit this up because it's really an easy pattern. It's really a nice pattern, actually. This pattern is really pretty, and it is not really hard to do, and especially if you're a new beginner knitter, it's not hard. So if you like, you can find it on Ravelry. It's a paid pattern, but it's nice. So that's the first project. The second project that I've been working on, I found this a couple weeks ago, and I found it through the Crochet Crowd. Mikey is his name, and it was a tank top, and I'll show you a picture. And you start at the bottom and you knit all the way up, but you don't do the floral on the bottom of the tank top right here. You do that last. It's a free pattern, but I thought it was kind of pretty. I don't know if you could see the little shapes on the bottom of the flowers, but it's real pretty. So here is where I am at. You have to go to 10 inches, and I am almost there. And then you work your way on the top to do the straps, and then you do the bottom. And then I figured you could alter the pattern as well. Like, sometimes I like my arms a little covered up, just a little bit. So I was thinking maybe I can put some of the border on the bottom, like on the sleeve a little bit, instead of just having a spaghetti strap, see how that looks. So that's one of the things that I've been working on. And then the other thing that I've been working on, and I've showed this in the previous podcast that I started. Oh, the yarn for that is this one's Karen Simply Soft. And it's in the ombre color, Saturday blue jeans. And they have a lot of colors that are just really pretty, like purples and pinks. So, like, of course you're gonna wear a little camisole underneath that because you don't want no one to see through that. But like, I could see this knitted up in a lot of colors, to look really pretty. I mean, not knitted crochet. I apologize. So this one is the Star blanket, and I put a couple rows into that. And it's done in Bernat, and it's for my niece. She's due in August, and she is going to be having the baby. Well, the expected due date is August 15th. So it's like 5 days after my birthday. So I'm hoping, she can, if it'll be born on my birthday, that would be really cool. And maybe I can get down there to see her. She lives in Alabama. So maybe I'll be able to go down there and see her. So that's some of the stuff that I'm working on. And then I think it was, I want to say May, June, I started this. I did a couple of swaps to get some minis. And so these are the little minis that I have so far. And so then I know a lot of people do the miter square, which I would like to do one of those too. But I had decided to do a crochet blanket with the minis. And then I figured go in a different direction, alternating it. Maybe I gotta hold it up better so you can see it. So you can make it as short and as long as, I'm using an H size hook in crochet, and this is just double crochet. So that's what I've been doing. So that's really all I have this week. Due to, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I had broken a tooth, and I had done it like 3 weeks. Yeah, I believe it's been 3 weeks. And it was my eye tooth, and I was very upset about it. And so I didn't feel comfortable podcasting until the dentist had fixed it. But I had to have a couple of roots removed from that one and another area of my mouth. And how I did it was, I had asked my son, we were in the car, we picked him up, and I always bring him gummy bears. So I said to him, oh, let Mom have one. So he only gives you one at a time. So he did. And I didn't even barely bite down on it, and I felt something just broke, like totally. I said to my husband, I think my tooth just broke. He goes, no way. He goes, yeah. I go, and it did. And so I go, we have to go to your dentist. I said, so we went there, but the dentist wasn't in at that point. So back and forth, they had to make up a partial so that I can have the tooth in there. So it's kind of taken me a little bit of taking adjustment to wearing something in my mouth like a retainer, and it kind of feels funny to me. So that's kind of what happened. But I will not ask for any more gummies in my entire life. I will not be eating candy. I can guarantee you that. I should have known better, but I didn't. So as far as some things that I've purchased this last week, yeah, I think it was about a week. I had picked up, I was in a swap. Where are the needles? Hold on. Here they are. These Chai-Gu bamboo needles. My swap partner had requested that she would like to try them. And she was from, where did I just sent the package out yesterday. From Sweden. So I had picked her up one. And she wanted it in the 40-inch cable length. So I was like, oh, let me try it. So the yarn store that I go to, I had called her up and seen if she can get it so I would be able to mail out her package. Excuse me. Her package on time. So I did. I got them. And I was glad she picked them up for me. So that was one of the things. And then while I was there, I picked up this gray. It's by Debbie Bliss. And it's baby cashmerino tonals. And it's done in the Mercury color. And it's 34510 is the number underneath where it says Mercury. I don't think I'm holding it. I think they're right there. Yeah, right there. And I think it's backwards. There you go. So, and it's really nice. I was going to put it in with the cowl, but I think the two are a little bit, it might work because they're both the same grams. But this is part worse acrylic too as well. It says acrylic, 55% wool, 33% acrylic, and 12% cashmere. So if I can't use it with the 3-in-1 cowl, I suppose I can use this with the I Love You shawl, which I know I haven't worked on it all because I need to rip it back and start from the beginning again because I knew I was making it when I added the second color. I knew it shouldn't have had a hole in there, and it did. So I'll rip back and start that over this week and continue on that because that's a really pretty shawl as well. I didn't do, and then I will show you this box. I just don't want to knock anything down. I picked up this box at Joann's. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Let me put that in there. So, let's see if you can see it. It has all teacups on it. And they were half off. And it's a little suitcase. And I know I would like to store some of the projects that I'm working on in here. Like when I complete them, I can put them in there. So I had picked that up. So then my girlfriend, she lives here in Connecticut as well, but she has another home in Vermont. And so she was going there. So before she left, I was like, oh, let me see if there's any yarn shops close by. You can go and you could Uvu me, I figured, and I can look and see, you know, what they have, and it would be kind of fun. So she did, and she Uvu'd me, and I was able to see the shop, and I thought it was pretty cool because I didn't have to be there. And it was a small shop, but it was nice. So maybe in the summer I'll go up with her and we can take a ride over there. It was a half an hour away from where she lives. So I really did appreciate that she went out of her way to go to the yarn store. So I'll show you. This yarn, I'll give you the name. It's called Green Mountain Fibers, and it's located in Rutland, Vermont. So the name of the yarn is Elleray Lace Merino. And the code on it is 116. And it's made in Italy. So, and you get 460 yards. So, I thought the colors were really, really pretty. You know, very pretty. So I'm going to use this as a giveaway. Since it's my third podcast, and I know everybody loves to get yarn. So what I would like to do is, I would like for you to subscribe to my channel and join my group over in Ravelry, and it's called My Journey Through Knitting, and leave a comment on what you like to see in a podcast, and you will be entered. And I will hold this open for 2 weeks from today's date, which is the 24th of February 2016, and I will close it out in 2 weeks from today's date. And hopefully and you can also leave a comment underneath the video as well, and I will still include you, and hit subscribe, into, you know, being able to win the skein yarn. Oh, and I also made stitch markers as well. And these little bags, you can get these at Dollar Store. I love them. And they're nice when you do giveaways. I had found these little tags at Target. You got a bunch of them for $1. And I had just bought these because my swap partner wanted some stitch markers. And I think these are 15 millimeters round. And then you just put the beads on them. Really cool. So this and the skein of yarn will be my first giveaway. So I'm really kind of happy about it. And I know my podcast is not perfect by any means, and I will learn and I will grow, you know, and I would like to have do some cows, you know, on knitting a shawl or picking a pattern out, or maybe anybody has suggestions on what we could do. I'm open to that as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing my first giveaway. That's the first giveaway. So our weather here today is really raining, and it's gloomy. I hate weather like that. I don't mind if it's cold, and at least you get the sun. It like just brightens up your day. But I mean, for the most part, we had a good winter. We can't complain too much. Last night we had a little bit of snow mixture precipitation, So the schools were letting out a little bit earlier yesterday. But it really didn't amount to much. But that's what was going on for the last couple of weeks. So Melissa, who is one of my viewers, her and I talk on Ravelry, and she suggested that I make a group. So I did, and I had my friend come over a little bit ago. I just got to figure out how to start the topics. I'm not so good at that stuff, to be quite honest with you. But I will have a lot more knitted objects too. And I want to kind of knit the new baby some knitted caps and mittens, the little baby mittens, and maybe a little dress. I like to fill like a whole thing up of like a home sweater. Like when my mom, she used to crochet a lot, and for all her kids, when they had a child, a baby, she would knit them a take me home outfit, and they were beautiful. So I'm kind of looking for a pattern for that. So if anybody has suggestions for that, leave me a message. You can leave me a message on YouTube or on Ravelry. And my name on Ravelry is Faith2. And that's Too after Faith. And on Instagram, I can be found as F. Freeland. So I do want to apologize because I didn't really have a lot of knitted objects. I just wasn't able to concentrate on focusing on a pattern going through, you know, back and forth to the dentist. But I'm much better. Much better. And so, but I feel like it'll all work out in the end. So still have a lot more appointments. I think I have like 7 cavities. I guess I shouldn't have been eating a lot of candy with my son. Terrible. I won't touch it now. And not because it's Lent. I just don't trust my teeth, you know. So, but so a little bit. That's really all that's really been going on. And oh, maybe I'll show you my my puppy. Well, she's not a puppy. She's 2 years old. But I'll take you to see where she's sleeping. Where'd she go? There she is. Let me see. That's Elsa. Can you see her? She doesn't want to be disturbed. But I hope I didn't make no emotions sick. But anyways. Okay, so that's it for right now. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I did get a couple of books, too. I got this book, Hopes and Dreams. So I've been writing down some of the things I've been working on in here. I got it at Marshall's. And I got one more, too. Right here. And this one's a calendar. Because even though you have your phone, sometimes, even though it'll go off, like, I really need to see it visually and know that it's at close hand. Even though your phone, I don't always have my phone in my hand, to be quite honest. So, just so that I don't forget, like, certain things and know what's coming up and people's birthdays and stuff like that, you know. I know you can put them in your phone, but I seem to not do that. But anyways, so I hope everybody has a really great week. and enjoy what you love doing, whether it's knitting, crocheting, spinning, felting, needlework, anything craft related. I hope you all have a great week. Bye for now.